Hey everybody, welcome back to Large Badger Media. This is Drew. Today we got a little fairy magic for you. Gonna delve into the Fae with this set booster box of the Wilds of Eldraine. Gonna open this up and see what we can pull in here, what kind of fairy magic we can get. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this set as much as I am. Seems to be a lot of fun. I like the whimsiness of the deck, or would it be whimsicalness? So, you know, however you want to call it. I think it's a pretty cool set. I like the artwork. I think that the tokens were well done with how cool the tokens look, especially like the beast token, but even like human and some of the food and stuff like that I think looks really cool. I mean, you know, and some of the ideas and the themes. I mean, Eldraine was a fun set. We have all the adventure cards, and so, you know, the whole thing with adventure is a lot of fun. I have a lot of friends who play, you know, Commander and that sort of thing, trying to figure out how to scale, you know, adventure into a Commander deck. So, you know, if you have one of those, or if you know, like, of a Commander deck that people play that, like, you know, it's kind of, I guess, themed off of the adventure, you know, motif, you know, leave me a message, or I guess the mechanic, you know, leave me a message on that. I'm really interested to you know, how that's working. Okay, so these are Japanese, so the business may be up in the front. We're going to just open this first one here. Yep, looks like it is. Just kind of see how this all plays out. So here we go. We got our splashy card. I'm actually going to go ahead and just going to go ahead and move it down now. Let's do 4 or 5 or so. With there's the magic mini game of Strictly Better. Okay, so there's a couple uncommons. Boundary Lands, Ranger, the Monstrous Rage. So there's 2. So chances are I'll have... let's see what we're going to do here. We'll start there. How about that? And then I'm just going to kind of fly through these commons and such. I'm probably going to have to readjust here in a second. So there's my land. Yeah, so there we go. And since this is a set booster box, this will also have the list in it, of course, if you haven't played before. And the list is just, you know, those throwback cards. So here's the Witch's Mark. I don't think I want that. And then here we go with a splashy spellcaster for our foil uncommon there. Then some of the fairy magic. You can tell by this different symbol here. So we got the Griffin Airy. And then we have, alright, I'm going to go ahead and just start with the Mythic with Talion the Kindly Lord. The Restless Spire and the Borderless treatment there. And then the Two-Headed Hunter uncommon. So good start so far. I don't know if y'all saw me open that last pack like a professional, but that was pretty cool, man. They just like went all the way down. I rarely am able to do that, so you know, take it when I can get it. Alright, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just do 5. I don't know. Then we have the Tempting Apple, Ariette, the Embereth Veteran. Alright, so I'll have an uncommon down there at the bottom. Is that right? I don't know what it is. I think it's an uncommon. Let's see. Yeah. And then Neva, Stalked by Nightmares. I actually haven't seen that card before, so that's pretty cool. Alright, and then the Ginger Brute and a few of his common friends there. And there's Neva again. Huh. How convenient. We got her in both the card and the art card. There we go, foil common. Then we have a Curiosity, which is a fantastic card. And the Fairy treatment. And a Tale for the Ages in the rare. And a Fairy Dream Thief. Stumbling around on my words today, but we're going to get it. So, pretty good so far. Again, so I'm hoping you're enjoying this art as much as I am. It is a really cool art treatment on these cards. Alright, here we go, the Gallant Pie Wielder, the Stroke of Midnight. Then we have Imadane's Recruiter, so a Red Knight. Which is pretty cool if you got a Rowan deck going, right, or whatever. And then we have Hollow Scourger, like 2 different wolves here. It's almost more wolves in this one than Midnight Hunt. Oh, wait. Too soon. Alright, we have the Island and As Foretold. It's a cool card. if I can get it right. Oh, there it is. Seeing that whimsical art, I just love it. It's like amazing. Alright, the Tempest Heart, which is an elemental elk. Here we have Phyrexian Unlife in the Fairy Magic Rare. That's cool. The Pollen Shield Hair. Lots of cool bunnies in this set. And then the Stoned Splitter Bolt. Kind of reminds me of that Simpsons thing with the stone masons. I don't know why, but it is. Oh, here we go. We got our first set hit. We got our first list hit with Court of Grace. This is from Commander. Okay, so Commander Rare. Pretty cool from the set. Little magic. Oh, there's our first art card. I mean, look at this. Got like a fox on his shoulder and like critters. Such a fun whimsical set. It's really cool. Alright, there's Ash. Housewares. Belligerent of the Ball. And then Evolving Wilds. I can go into some story about this, but it's been done. Alright, so just a handful of comments that time. Cool Full Art Island. And we have Elevere of the Wild. So there it is again. Cool stuff. Have a foil common. Then we have Vampiric Rite in the Fairy Magic. We have a Feral Encounter for a rare. A Twisted Fealty, and the Witch's Vanity for a couple more uncommons. So, I've had a lot of luck with this set. So even opening like draft packs, I've gotten way more than 36, rare cards, and opened a draft box that, you can go back and look at, where I got like 9 or 8 mythics or something like that, including a foil mythic out of a draft box. It was like crazy. So it's a lot of good value, I think, in this set if you're looking for, lots of playable rares and mythics. Is it a high dollar set? Not so much. But it's a really fun set with lots of cool cards. There's a foil mountain. Tegwol. I mean, look at this. Look at this card. Look at the art in it. That's like amazing. And there's Ruby, the Daring Tracker. Then we have Grasp of Fate, Raid Bombardment, and the Ingenious Prodigy for our one rare in that pack. So we're making pretty good headway through here. So far, just one mythic. I've seen other YouTubers open lots of mythics on these, and like I said, even in some of the draft packs and stuff I've opened up quite a few mythics. So we'll see if it picks up here in a minute. There's the Archive Dragon up on the beanstalk. Monstrosity. Made out of peppermint. There's a Swamp, the full art. Sleep Cursed. Alright. But I have another one right there. The Disdainful Stroke. Then we have the Snaremaster Sprite. We have Waste Not from the Fairy Magic. We have Garruk's Uprising, which is a reprint. A good card. And then we have the Iron Crag, which everybody seems to get. That seems to be the most common rare, if that makes any sense, that you see. I don't think I've ever seen anybody open a box and not get one of those. So there you go. Alright, here we go. So something from Conspiracy here. The Echoing Courage from the list. There's the Goose. Solid. There we go. So Collector's Vault. Tempest Heart. Alright. Here's the Ginger Brute foil. We have Knightly Valor. And here we go. So we got Troyan. And we have Virtue of Knowledge. So there's a Virtue set in here. There's one of each color. If you haven't looked into this set at all. And so there's the blue one. So if you're playing an enchantment deck, it's probably a go-to on that. Those and like the ley lines and that sort of thing. And they seem to be pretty good. It's actually the first one I've pulled, weirdly enough. I haven't been pulling many of those Virtues. I've gotten some other mythics, but not that one. There's Ashiok right there. Alright, the Stormkilled Vanguard, and here we go, another mythic. Out of the Fairy Magic, we have Grave Pact. We have Lord Skittles, the Sewer King Rat, Taken by Nightmares, and the Ashiok's Reaper. But, you know, if you're good at what you do, you don't have to fear the Reaper. Alright, Booster Blitz. Here we go. There is, I think Ashiok again here. I think she's the only Planeswalker. Just been, you know, I haven't looked into what comes in this set. But I think Ashiok is the only Planeswalker in this set. Maybe one of the only ones left after all the, you know, the Phyrexian complete stuff. So there we go, Ashiok. Now, quick study. Then we have the Utopia Brawl. The Sleep Cursed Fairy. We had that art card a minute ago. Oh, there we go, Tegwell. This is a Commander Mythic. Okay, and then the Storyteller Pixie. Alright, so here we go. So this is the last pack of the first column here. So we're about to be a third of the way done. And so far, so good. Try and pick up the pace just a little bit. We're running just as far as time goes. It's a little behind. Wow. To keep this, you know, in the 20-25 minute range. There's a full art mountain. I mean, doesn't that look good? And then Yenna. I mean, such an amazing piece of art. Sorry. It's worth it to spend a moment to look at that. Alright, we have the Spreading Seas and the Elven Archivist. Not Anarchist, Archivist. The Glass Casket, and Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Population U. Hey, opened it like a professional again. What do you know? Alright, food token. Oops. Well, maybe we'll just go through this. We'll just speed it up this way. Dark Tutelage. Curiosity. And there's Ariette. So this is the one of the better mythics in this set. Human Warlock here. We got Skittles Butcher again. And just some commons and such. And look at that. I think that's like the Mossberg Knight or something like that. So cool looking. Very reminiscent of the Green Knight. So human token, there we go. So we got a foil Fairy Magic rare here with Primal Vigor. Copy Enchantment with the back-to-back. Here's rare number 3 in this pack. The Scalding Viper. And then we have the Pig. So here's some uncommons, some commons, a Swamp, and a signed cool looking card. Who is this? This is Will. Get a Will. So pretty cool, pretty decent sig. But sometimes the signatures look like trash, or you know, it's just the magic symbol. Although I'm saying less of that. I don't know if magic's making a thing about that or what. Oh wow, look here. So let's see, Aminatu, the Fate Shifter. So from Double Masters, set card there. A foil, a ground seal. Then we have the Sentinel of Lost Lore. 3 bowls of porridge. Some commons and some uncommons. Full art planes. And a cool crown. I think it needs to be in one of those, you know, one of those movies, like Lord Caspian or something. Can't think what they're called right now. Alright, there's the Sweet Tooth Witch in all her glory. Tangible Virtue. Here we go, right straight to Food Fight. Also very common rare, if that's a thing. Just one rare in that one. Lots of uncommons though. And how cool is that? I love the art in this set. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of mats made. Again, this is something I haven't investigated, but I do wonder if there's going to be a lot of mats made from the art in this set. It's so good. So if you're in the mat making business, I mean, there's so many things here to choose from. Alright, there's the Questing Druid Showcase Foil Rare. It's pretty cool. Compulsion, there's Rankle's Prank. I don't want to see his rankle. Oh, there's the Virtue of Knowledge again. So there's the showcase version of it. For another mythic. And some commons and uncommons here. Full art foil Swamp. And another fun whimsical card there. You know, going back to that adventure deck thing, I don't know if like a lot of people made those because you know at the time when Eldraine came out, I personally tried to make. There's the Dawn of Hope. Wow, and the Calvary. These card right here. I try to make an adventure deck, and like you know, some other people I've talked with have said on this, it's just difficult to do. There's just wasn't enough at the time. Even making like a modern deck, really, you could use it to support whatever you had going on, but to make it like kind of as a theme outright on its own, it was a bit tricky because you know it's not like some other things. Well, there's Forbidding Watchtower, so throwback to through the 10th anniversary edition or whatever it was called. Oops, you over there. You know, it was good for support, but it was hard to have that as being just your theme. There's the Twinning Twins and the Fairy Slumber Party. And there we go. Just in case you've ever been to a Fairy Slumber Party. It happens. Alright, there's the island, and there's a lot going on in that picture. Oh, there it is. So it's an anime chickaroo. Some kind of mermaid. Oh, it's Ristic Study. Duh. Got it. So that's, you know, one of the big hits out of this set, the Ristic Study. Be happy to pull one of those or not. I'm pretty happy with kind of just getting stuff. There's the Tangled Colony, so lots of good rats in this set if you have to play a rat tribal. Or you just like to play rat, you know, in Modern. There's the Cauldron. It's pretty good in both. So just kind of whichever direction you can go with it, you know. I noticed there wasn't a lot of new mini games this time. Hey, there's Leyline of Lightning. So again, if you play those enchantment decks, there's your decent enchantment. There we go. There's number 3, rare number 3 with the Restless Vinestalk, or Vinestalk, I mean. There's a land and the borderless. That's pretty cool. So three rares in that pack. So decent pack. So as you can see, we're building up a pretty good stack of cards. Wow. Man, that's so cool. Alright, get down to the last couple in the second column here. Yep, another throwback to Battle Bond with Sea of Clouds. That's a good land here to have in there as a throwback card. And then another land. So Restless Fortress for this set. And then we have some Fencing Fairies and some other uncommons and some commons and stuff. Alright, last one in this column. The On to the Adventure token. And I haven't seen a lot of these, weirdly enough. I mean, I know you get one in some of the, hello. Hey, wow, look, there's Nature's Will. I think this is the anime version. Yep, anime version of Nature's Will. You have the Fairy Magic. The Song of Totentans. And then some uncommon other Totentans card there. Alright, so it's been a minute since I pulled the Mythics, and now we're on our first pack of our third column here. So now it's time to pull another Mythic out. So here we go here. We got Yenna, the Red Tooth. And that's it for that one. It's a very common heavy pack that time. And a cool art card. A Burb. Conceited Witch, Vampiric Rites again, and the Somnophage. Again, just a single that time. Wow. Kind of Evolving Wilds, yep. So cool. Alright, so we're going to get a throwback to Dominaria here. Adeliz the Cinderwind. That's cool. I don't think I've ever even seen that card before, so that's cool. And a foil. Then we have the Leyline of Abundance, so our second Leyline. And the Spellbook Vendor, which I also see, I swear, every single opening. We have the Lady of Laughter. That's cool. And some uncommons here. Another signed one, and that one's cool looking. I think I pulled out earlier, but it's got the little autograph on it. The Miz House. Alright, another Grasp of Fate, and the Spiteful Hex Mage. I know a lot of spiteful people, but I don't know that any of them are Hex Mages, but, you know, that would probably explain some of those voodoo dolls that I see from time to time when I walk by, and they're like jabbing it with their pencils, so I don't know what that means, but, you know, there you go. Alright, the Griffin area. Sneak Attack. That's cool. So there's a mythic. I hadn't seen a mythic in a minute, but there you go. So there's the Elusive Otter. And looks like that's it for that one. So fun. Alright, so we're down to about the last 3-4 packs here. We'll start wrapping this up. This has been a pretty decent box. Oh, here we go. One more good. It's that Commander hit here. The Gluttonous Troll. And another Virtue of Knowledge. This is my third one in this box. That's crazy. So I have the regular pack version. I have the showcase version. And now I have a foil showcase version of this card. That's weird. I hope I really wanted, you know, a Virtue of Knowledge. Because I've pulled 3. There's Blind Obedience and the Fairy. And Shared Animosity from the Fairy Magic. And that one. And then we have a Bramble Familiar. So 1. I got a Mythic. 1. I got 4 rare or Mythics out of that. Including a foil Mythic. Just crazy. Just such value here. So if you're looking for lots of good playable cards, I mean, this is, you know, got a lot of value to it. It's got a good price point. You know, if you're paying anywhere from 107 I see on eBay up to, you know, 115 or so. It's just like, I mean, the price is just so good on this. Another Lord Skittles. So this is my second pull on that one. Archive Dragon. So a little bit of duplication. I know that I've watched some people who are doing cases on this, and they said they're seeing duplication. I think POA had mentioned it, and probably a few other ones. So here we go, down to our last couple here. Got the cool human token. We got Ice Out, and then the Leyline of the Void. So here's our third Leyline. And the Fairy Magic. We have the Farsight Ritual. And then we have some commons, Full Art Mountain, and I think that's the third time I pulled that art card, which is crazy. Here we go. Last chance for romance. Let's see what we can get in our last pack here. So Succumb to the Cold, Compulsion, one more Mythic for the road with some asinine antics. That's what they call me during the day, and that was it. So I got one Mythic out of there and no rares. How weird is that? I don't think I've ever seen a pack like a set pack like that before. Seen some draft packs like that, obviously. Oh, and then one more little anime art card for the road. So, all in all, pretty successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mythics out of a set box. Plus, I don't even know how many rares. I mean, all of this are rares. Good stuff. I mean, this is just a fantastic set. If you're looking for good playable cards, if you're looking for adventure cards, if you need the repetition of 3 virtues of knowledge, you can be able to do that with this product. It's just amazing. So, on that note, everybody have a fantastic day. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about playing an adventure commander deck and if you've been able to do it. And I'll talk to you next time.